Hi, I'm Carla Page, and welcome to my program. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all to no end. You know that. Well, Tuesday, November 7th is Election Day. The polls are open from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. And a lot's going on, I'm telling you, with elections all over, really. But here, locally, I'm really honored and I feel delighted to have two ladies who are running for a seat on the Schenectady City Council. And I always try to have people on that are running for City Council. I do this regularly. So the 28th of October is you have to have your registration. So remember that. But just if you're registered, please, we beg you to vote. That's the key, is to vote. Well, this week I want to introduce you to, and if these ladies, I bet you probably already know, but if you don't, you're going to learn more about them, okay? I have with me Doreen Ditoro, and she is on the Democratic ticket. She is running for re-election. She's already done 2 years, but she now wants to be re-elected. She wants to be on City Council again. And then I have with me Stephanie Hayes, who's a Republican, and she's running for the first time on the Republican ticket. But they're going to tell you who else has endorsed them, too, okay? Hi, ladies.
Hi, Carla.
Thank you very much for coming. You both look beautiful.
Well, thank
you.
As do you.
Oh, thank
Always.
you. Oh,
always. Yes,
you.
true.
Thanks. So I'm going to start with you, Doreen. Now, you have been already on a city council seat 2 years. Now you want to run again. I've got to ask you, first of all, why do you want to run again?
So I ran originally, so I did fill a 2-year vacancy on the council. So I've sat on the council for 2 years now and would like to run again for a 4-year term. So originally I ran, it just came to a time in my life when my girls were grown, my business was successful. I wanted to give back more to the community, which I still want to continue for the next 4 years. But there are a lot of issues that happen here in the city that I'd like to address. And I've always been, in high school, I was on my student senate and class officer. So I was always reaching out to the community, wanted to help anyone who wanted to reach back to me and reach out on behalf of them. Here in the city, with being on the council for the past 2 years, I have just helped many individuals with different things that come up in their neighborhoods or something with their homes. And it's been extremely interesting learning who in the city handles everything or what department. And I've made quite a few friends in the city in each department, reaching out on behalf of the constituents here in the city. So again, I just want to move forward and continue to help all the residents of the city with the needs that they have here.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good. How about you, Stephanie? Now, this is your first time running.
It is.
Had you thought about this long and hard?
I didn't think about it long. I didn't think about it long and hard, but I thought about it for when I moved back from living in New Jersey after 10 years. I've always maintained a residence up here. I was born and raised here in the city. I love this city. It's my house. It's my town, you know. I want it to be what it is. I was doing some complaining about some things and they weren't getting done. And they said, well, you need to run. And I said, no, I'll help somebody else run. I'll be in the background. And they said, no, we want you to run. So I said, yes, I would run. And it's been an eye-opening experience. It's a great experience. I would never change it for the world. Absolutely not.
Okay.
I want to be able to do, people have always come to me, there's a problem. I've been a problem solver. So it's always been, because I know a lot of people in the city, because I've been raised here, so I know everybody, and it's like, well, can you get this done? Can you do that? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I'll reach out and, like Doreen, touch somebody in City Hall and say, listen, somebody called me. Can you call them back or do something like that? So and then I want this city to be a welcoming, warm, wonderful place for new families with young kids to come, to help it grow, make it sustainable. and have a good, a good atmosphere, a good fun time. I loved growing up here, doing things around the city, riding my bike and doing all of that. And that's great. And that's what I want new people to come in and feel and do. So in order to make that happen, run for city council.
Sure. Great. All right, Doreen, I'll go back to you. Now, how is your campaign going? You're in your campaign now, presently. How is it going? And what are people saying to you when you go door to door? They're telling you about of course, probably their needs and their wants, but do you get a lot about their needs? But how's your campaign going?
We're in full force right now. So, and I love it. I canvass every day from 12 to 2, Monday through Friday, and from about 5 to 7. It's a little earlier now that it's getting darker, 5 days a week, as well as Saturday afternoons and Sunday afternoons. So I'm out 7 days a week, knocking on doors, ringing doorbells, and I'm having a wonderful time. So I've probably met thousands of individuals since probably February, out campaigning first for the primary for Mayor McCarthy and then for ourselves for the Democratic ticket. And so again, at the door, I like we hear all the time, it's quality of life issues, it's speeding, it's litter. Yes. It's loud music in neighborhoods. It's just overrunning almost every neighborhood. So the quality of life issues that people want to enjoy their own home and their own neighborhoods are experiencing. So I'm finding that probably over 90% of the individuals I speak to here in the city. And as far as their wants, they have wants, which I've helped fulfill. They've had wants for senior centers, and I was able to get some money in the budget, and we have developed 3 additional senior centers here in the city, which gives individual seniors a chance for socialization and a warm meal 5 days a week here in the city, which is extremely important. So I'm very proud of that. I've also started to co-chair the Schenectady Shares Program, which we've been able to, through St. Luke's Food Pantry, the Daily Bread, we've been able to stock over 20 food pantries in the county with food, and people realize that 365 days a year, people need to eat in the city. So we raised over 20,000 pounds of food and over $20,000 to support that. I've put through an anti-litter campaign through legislation that we're working on developing with local businesses. So the businesses kind of maintain the litter in their areas, and we go out and give them a proclamation. So I've been able to do a lot of those things now.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. So those are things that I'm hearing from everyone.
Sure. And that's beautiful. It is. It's probably a lot of the stuff that you had in the past promised them you were doing. So that means a lot, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that does.
Yes. They've put their trust in me, and I haven't neglected what they ask of me. So.
Now, Stephanie,
Yes,
back
ma'am.
to you. So that's what we want to have people hear about you on this show, so that they can put their trust in you as well. Just like what Doreen's saying about her, for you as well. So how's your campaign going?
It's going really well. I'm amazed that, because I know so many people and I have a lot of support. I've also knocked on doors, not as much as Doreen, limited with my bad knees. But I do a lot of events. I go to all of the events. It doesn't matter what it is. I make an appearance, I shake hands, I talk to people. I've been to the Green Market talking to people on Sunday mornings, saying, what do you need? What do you want? What do you want to do? I'm very involved in St. Luke's Church. My whole life I've been there, 63 years at that church. So I'm very aware of the food pantry. I help out when I can, most of the time just giving either money or food, because I work full-time yet, so I can't work in the pantry. But if somebody comes in on a Saturday afternoon when I'm there for Mass and they say, I have no food, immediately we go to the food pantry and we fill them with food, even though it's closed. We just take care of who it needs to be. I see homelessness all the time. In fact, somebody's living on the side of my house homeless, a woman. Her red sleeping bag is there, and she sleeps there every night. I've gone out. Last night I brought her some food. I said, do you need anything to eat? And she said, no, I'm fine. And I said, what do you need to eat? And I brought her some chicken and potatoes and corn, a nice hot meal in a container so that she could eat.
Oh.
We've done that. We have them staying on the bushes at St. Luke's Church. They sleep in the bushes. We took care of Michael for a long time, fed and clothed Michael, who was there. Homeless, to me, should never happen in this country. We're a good country. We shouldn't have homeless. But until we can help that and do that, our small part is get them into shelters, be available to try and find what it is. That's a big deal for me.
Yes.
With the homeless and the mental illness, we have a lot of panhandlers. We have a lot of people who need assistance. We need to be able to get them what they need.
Yes.
And we have some good things here in the city. We have Bethesda House, and we have the City Mission, and we have the Salvation Army. We have some really good quality people and good things here. But we just need to make it more aware of and make it so that people feel safe going there and coming in off the street. And it's not being harassed, you know?
Yes.
And it takes some training, and I think we can do that to make that happen here in the city.
Yes, that's wow, that's true. Well, before I go on, I just want to give acknowledgement to our mayor, Mayor Gary McCarthy. Can we just give him a round of applause?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I had to do that because deserving of that. Okay, so I'm going to ask both of you, how can the voting is one thing, but can we do something more as far as your campaign? I know you probably, do you do fundraisers, or how can we help you that way, Doreen?
So sure. So I've had a few fundraisers. This year I had one in January, and we just had a combined fundraiser for myself, Carmel Patrick, and Joe Mancini. So if anyone would like to donate to my campaign, they can reach out to me. My cell phone is always out there on the city website. And I can tell you who to send a contribution to. So it always helps just to have some money to be able to reach out to everyone in the community. So absolutely, if you're willing to give, I'm willing to accept. Thank you.
Okay. Stephanie, how about you?
I did have a fundraiser already once. I had a big pasta dinner at the Hibernian Hall because I'm a member there, so I used the hall. I'm having one on October 22nd at Great Flats. From 2 to 4, where you can come in, and it's $25 per person.
Tell them.
I will buy the first beer. I buy the first beer, and then
You do.
I do. I'll pay for your first beer, and there'll be hors d'oeuvres to eat and munch. And it's more of a meet and greet. Tell me what you're looking for, what you need, what it is, and what needs to be. And so I'm doing that. You can donate to my campaign. We have anecdotes on the Facebook GOP page for the City Council. We have it on the website, the GOP website. There's an anecdote button where you can donate that way. You can send it to the P.O. box that we have for the GOP. I'm more than willing to take any money that I can get, to help the last push on the campaign to do what we need to do.
Yeah, I know, because we're at the last stretch now. This is the last, right?
This is it.
This is
It's the final stretch.
Yes, it is.
I said afterwards, after I stopped canvassing full time, I'm going to have to join a gym because I felt so good just being out there all the time.
Sure, that's true. So now, Doreen, there are other people running. So out of just fairness, will you say the other people who are running, please?
Sure. So on the Democratic ticket now, there's, of course, Mayor McCarthy for mayor, Judge Kevin Burke, and Carl Falatico. And then just going down the line and how it will appear on the ballot. And then there's myself, Doreen Ditoro. And then there's Carmel Patrick, Carl Williams, and Joe Mancini. So that's the Democratic ticket. And of course, there's Rich Paterni for county legislature, Rich Paterni, Rich Russo, Gary Hughes, and Hylip Samuel. So they're representing the county legislators. They're up for election this year as well.
All right. And did you want to acknowledge the Republican
On the
side?
Republican side is Matt Nelligan is running for mayor. We don't have anybody running for county ledge. We do have Paul Davenport. Thank you. I wanted to say something. Yeah, Paul Davenport is running for Supreme Court.
Okay.
For the big whole county. And then we have for city council, we have myself, Stephanie Hayes. We have Brian Barrett, Jacob Dobbs, and then Kevin Hammer has stepped away from the campaign, but his name still appears on the ballot because he stepped too late. And we're also we're all under the Save Schenectady line also.
I was going to ask you who else had endorsed you, and what's it called?
Save Schenectady.
Save Schenectady.
Yes.
Okay, all right. And then how about you? Who else is endorsing you?
So I'm being endorsed by the Conservative Party as well here in the city.
Okay, great. That's great. And I do want to give my applauds to the Schenectady election place. Right there, I'm telling you, I am so impressed by what they do. They have a hard job to do too. Over there on Hamburg Street now.
Board of Elections.
Board of Elections. I just give you your props too, because they're very
good.
right.
Yeah,
all those
absolutely.
people working in there together.
Working in there together. Any questions? They're always
They
there
help
with
you. Oh
answers,
yeah,
always.
That's
Papers,
right.
Anything
Yes,
you need, you
that's
just
right.
reach out to the Board of Elections.
So true.
Yes.
Yeah.
So November 7th is election day. The polls open at 6, and also they close at 9. And the poll workers, we've got to give them their props
Long
too.
day. Oh,
the
yeah.
poll
Long day.
workers.
It's a very
I
long
know.
day.
I know from being one, and you too,
Me
right,
too.
Steph?
Me too. 20
We
years
know.
I've been doing them.
We know.
And early voting does start.
Yes.
Yes.
They have
so
that.
11 days prior. I believe it's Saturday. I can't think of the date off the top of my
Isn't it
head.
the 26th?
26th, 27th, 28th, 11 days prior to the 7th.
Okay.
So
Is early voting.
yes, and you can check the Board of Elections website to see exactly
More
what
about
the hours are.
about
The
that.
hours
I know it's downtown at the library.
Right. That.
And there's-
that
I think it's out. There's one in Rotterdam Junction, if I'm not mistaken, and
Okay.
there's like 4 sites for early voting to
Yeah.
try and
Usually
cover the
Niskayuna
county.
and
Yes.
Glendale.
Yep.
Yes.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
To do 4.
So I am getting myself such a good feeling talking to the two of you. And I talk to a lot of people all the time, but I am really getting a good feeling talking to you too. I am.
You're very easy.
Oh,
Very
Make us feel
she
very
is.
comfortable.
Oh, well, that's
Yes.
nice to know. Thank you. So my next question for you, Doreen, is because now there's a melting pot in Schenectady. We know that there's a large African-American population now here. Latino population, large. There's a large Guyanese population. Also Asian Americans. How are you going after us, people of color, our vote? How are you going after our vote?
Sure. So, Carla, I just want to say, I was born and raised in Waterford, New York. I came here in 1985, and I was just embraced in this community. And I probably know more of the history of Schenectady than I do of Waterford, where I was born and raised. And my mom, as an 8-year-old, came here from Italy with her 12-year-old sister, and came to Schenectady to live with her brother, who already lived here, whom she never met, and his family right here on Lenox Road. So I do have a lot of knowledge of the city. And one thing I found out about this city, you make a friend and you have them for life. All right? Life. I mean, to listen to people who've made friends here in their early childhood and kindergarten and still involved with them over the years. So Schenectady is just a very warm, embracing city. And it's always been a melting pot. Think of, when my mom came, she was Italian and there were Polish people up on Eastern Avenue and Hungry Hill and Germans. It was always a huge melting pot here. So right now, I still embrace this whole community. And I'm not, as far as reaching out, I'm not doing anything different with anyone. I'm going out there, I'm telling them who I am, what I can do for them, how I can help them, and for them to reach out to me. And that's basically who I'm at. I'm not targeting one specific group of people. I would never do that. But I am just reaching out to everyone and letting them know, I'm here for you. I'm here for everyone. And I'm specifically not here for one group of people. I'm here for the entire city. So reach out to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. And you can write to the viewers. Yeah.
Yep.
Your turn, Steph. So how are you going about getting our
No
votes?
different than what Doreen said. Absolutely. It's to me, it's no different what nationality you are, what race or color that you are. You're a person. You have a need or a want. And to me, it makes no difference. I want to hear what it is. Hopefully I can help you. I mean, even if I don't get elected, my door is open. I know people. I was born and raised here. I've been here my whole life, 63 years. I'm Polish and Irish. So I have relatives who are over in the Flocky, which is over on Davis Terrace, which was called the Flocky back then. And then Central State Street was the Irish neighborhood. And I grew up in Central State Street. I grew up on Elder Street. I know everybody. I still have friends that who have moved away from Elder Street but live here in the city. And people that I've grown up with. And we've had a mixture of people on the street. They weren't all white when I was growing up. We've had a couple of black families on the street. And back in the 60s, that was big. It made no difference. We were all friends. We were all friends. We all played together. We slept at everybody's houses. It's who you are. It's not the color of your skin. It's not the accent that you speak with. It is who you are in your heart. And that's what I do. It makes no difference. I have friends in every neck of the woods of every variety of people. And I have no qualms about anything. Come see me like Doreen. Door is open. Cell phone number is out there. My personal cell is out there on my business cards. I'll always take a call from somebody. Doesn't matter. People stop. I'm at a restaurant having dinner. Hello, can I talk to you? Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Put the food aside, and they get 100% attention.
Sure.
That's who I am, and that's what it is, and that's what we want for the city. It's no different.
Okay.
No different.
All right. My guests this week are Doreen Ditoro and also Stephanie Hayes. And both of these ladies are running for a seat on the Schenectady City Council this year, 2023. They both, Doreen has already been on City Council. She's running for re-election. And Stephanie is running for the first time. She would like to be a City Council person. She wants to be sitting at that seat down there in City Hall, right?
I want to make a difference in the city. I want to do a difference in the city, Yeah.
So I have a question for both of you from P. Mitchell from Schenectady, and it's for the both of you. And he said, please, Carla, ask this question. I said that I would do it. So he wants to know this. He says, women think that they can fix or change so many things that are going wrong in the world.
Well, P. Mitchell.
You could. He's watching.
P. Mitchell. Thank you for that question. I don't think I can fix everything because I'm a woman. I think I can fix a lot of things, and I can help right wrongs because of who I am, because of the strength I have, whether I'm a male or a female. I don't think because I'm a woman I can do everything. I do think that being a mother has given me a special ability to deal with a lot of issues that my girls have had over the years, as far as growing pains and growing up and just trying to be a natural problem solver for them. I think motherhood is giving me a special nurturing for most everyone. I look at everyone and I look at everyone basically the same. And I have a lot of sympathy and empathy towards so many individuals that I feel as though I can help. So I can't fix everything because I'm a woman, but I can try to help everyone because I'm a strong person. Thank you, P. Mitchell.
Yeah, okay. He is listening, Stephanie. You want to address that?
Okay, it is a good question, and it is something that people seem to think that we can do everything. We can't do everything. We try our best. We do what it is. I don't have the nurturing mother experience that Doreen has because I don't have any children. I've never married. So, but I have brothers and sisters. I have niece and great nieces, and I have tons of friends who have kids and grandkids and stuff like that. So I have all of that. I come from more of a customer service background. I started as an operator at the telephone company way back when, and I retired at age 41 with 25 years service. But I was an operator, so every job that I've had has been customer service. And customer service is trying to fix the needs of what is somebody has a complaint about or for. So I bring all of that experience into running for city council and hoping to help do that. I try very hard to help. I do a lot at St. Luke's Church. I do a lot at the Ladies' Ancient Order of Hibernians because I'm a Hibernian. We do a lot of different things, fundraising and stuff like that. So I'm always helping do something. You know, it's whatever needs to be done, any place that needs it. I can't fix the world. I wish I could, because if we could, we would. We'd get rid of a lot of the hate and a lot of the violence and crime and all of that. But in our little community here, like Doreen, we want to make it the best that we can, and we'll work hard, both of us, to do that and to fulfill that promise.
Yes. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That is. So we have just a few minutes left, and I want to get this other stuff in. So both of you, you're not feeling like you're a politician, or do you feel? Do you, Doreen and Stephanie, do you feel like you're a politician?
Well, I don't have the definition of a politician here in front of me, but I don't feel as though I'm out there. Oh, I don't know how to say this. So I guess we're all political in some sense, but I'm not out there because I'm a life politician. As I said earlier, I'm out there because I just want to help the community that I live in.
Right.
Yes.
And I want it better for my 3 daughters live here in the community, as all you who are listening live here in the community.
Yes.
My granddaughter's here. I just want to help out everyone in the community. So I guess I'm in the political arena, so I'm a politician.
Okay.
But I consider myself just out there. Thank you, Carla.
Stephanie, are you?
I'm not a politician. I'm not a lightning force that you would think a politician like a senator or an assemblyman person. I'm a person who just wants to make good for what's going on here in the city. And if that means that I get the quote term politician, then I'm a politician because I want what's best for the city. And to do that, you have to be on city council or county ledge or do something like that. So I may be a politician, but my goal is the city. It is the city. We're here for the good of the city. And if that means that I'm a politician, then I guess I'm a politician.
Will you please come back and talk to me again?
Absolutely.
Will you come again?
Absolutely.
You have made it so easy.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Easy.
Please.
So we'll start with you, Doreen. Why should people vote for you?
So 2 years ago, you put your trust in me to go out and work on your behalf here in the city. So I'm asking once again for your trust. I haven't broken my promises. Whatever's been asked of me, I've performed and I've done to the best of my ability, and I will continue to do that for another 4 years. So vote for Doreen Ditoro on November 7th. Thank you.
I'm running because I want to do what's best. So you don't know me. Nobody really. The average people at St. Luke's and the Hibernians and all my friends and here and there and everything, y'all know me. Former people here at Proctor's know me. I keep my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I try to the best of my ability to do it. And if I can't do it, I try to put you to somebody who can do it, because that's who I am and that's how I operate and I run in my personal life and in anything else that I do. Okay. And please believe me, if I say I'm doing something and I'm at St. Luke's and I'm doing something, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
I'm never stopping. So I give it 100%. And that's why I think if you vote for me, it's the same as Doreen. We're just want to do what's best for the city.
Thank you so much for watching. I love you. God bless you. And don't forget to vote.
Vote.
Yes.